The next is for the business requirements for new technologies. So we select our business requirement for new technologies form. We click the new button to create a new business requirement for new technologies. We enter a title. Item type is BRT. Item type possibilities are project, procurement, service area, application, and we find BRT. The BRnT type is business requirement for new technology. We have to find a home portfolio. So under Commonwealth portfolio, Secretary of Technology, under VITA, it is a BRnT for VITA, so we select here. We have a description. VITA is in the Secretary of Technology. We have VITA for an agency. Today's date. We have a status. This is a new business requirement for new technologies. And of course, it's funded. We have a point of contact. Have you discussed this BRnT with your CAM? Select yes. Does it support an ORI? If so, you click yes. Click the add button to scroll down. Looking under VITA, we're looking under ORIs. We're going to pick the ORI that it supports, populate it here, and save our form. That's the end of the tab. The next tab is the Strategic Planning and Alignment tab. If you've done projects in CTP before, you may recognize some of these questions. If not, you need to read them closely. There's a section on strategic planning where you can discuss. Then we'd have the Council on Virginia's long-term objectives, yes or no questions to 7 different questions. We have the Governor's priorities, yes or no for 5 questions. That's the end of the tab. Now we move to the Strategic Planning and Alignment Continued tab. The first section is Strategic Alignment to the IT Advisory Council's Technology Business Plan. Yes or no for 5 questions. And the Strategic Alignment to Service Area section. And then you would save. That's the end of the tab. Next we have the Business Requirements tab. The first section lists VITA's EBA data. The next section lists the lines of businesses. For each line of business that applies to this BRnT, you would find it and then select the subline of business. You select as many sublines of business as apply to this BRnT. Then you move on down the form and describe the business impact. Who will be impacted by improvements, and indicate whether other agencies perform this line of business. Then you can select your agencies that may also be impacted by this BRnT and save the form. That's the end of the tab. We next move to the Other Requirements tab. And this is a mandate or audit response. Does this BRT address a state or federal mandate or an audit finding? Yes or no? If yes, please describe. And additionally, if there's yes, is there a due date? Then you have another question. Will this BRT be grant funded? Yes or no? And then one more question. Where are the funds coming from? We now have information, sensitivity. If you have any PII data, you would select yes. And then technology trends, select yes if you have any one of these 7 technology trends. Then is this mission critical? Yes or no? If yes, why? And you can upload any documentation. The end of the tab. The next tab is the Information Sensitivity tab. Here you get to select yes or no for each one of the different information sensitivity categories. You have the long list of categories here. Select yes or no if one of them apply. It's the end of the tab. We move on to the Approve and Review tab. The first section is AIDR approval. AIDR approval, yes or no. AIDR comments, name, email address, phone number. And the published BRT, yes or no. If you want this published to your strategic plan, you would answer yes or no. Agency head has a similar list of categories to answer with the agency head approval, comments, agency head name, contact information. The next sections are for VETA's governance groups to review. There's the ITEM review, PMD review, security, enterprise architecture, Commonwealth data governance, supply chain management, and CAM review. Each one of those groups may or may not review this, and then they would say, that's the end of the tab.